friends. So next problem is about movie rating. So here if you see we have a table called movies where we have movie ID and title. Another table is users where you have user ID and name. And another table is movie rating where you have movie ID, user ID, rating and created ad. So basically you have three table here. One is related to movies, another is related to users, and the final movie rating table is related to movie ID, user ID, rating and created ad. So basically if you see this, right, you will get to know, right, how the table looks like. So this is your movies table where you have movie ID and title. You have user ID and user ID and title. It's user ID and its name, right? So user ID, let's say one has a name Daniel. So Daniel, here if you see user ID one, so this is Daniel information. So Daniel has rated movie ID one as 3, right? Which was created at 12/1/2020. So this kind of information is given. And what I have to solve is first question is here you see that there are two questions, right? So first question is find the name of the user uh, who has rated greatest number of movies, right? So I have to find the name of the user who has rated maximum number of times, right? It has not the maximum rating, right? So just understand this is not maximum rating. This is number of times he has rated the movie, right? Let's say for example I rated 3 number of times, right? You rated 2 number of times, right? So it says that you have to fetch the greatest number of movies. So it will fetch my name, right? And in the next, it says that in case of tie, return the lexicographically smaller username. Now here, what is this lexicographically smaller means, right? I mean, you understand ki how dictionary is formed, right? So in the dictionary, you understand ki how the letters are arranged, right? If I want to fetch my name, let's say my name is Adit, right? So if I want to search my name in the dictionary, what I'll do, I'll go to A, and in the A section, in the A, I'll go to D now, and then I'll go to I. So it's so and so forth, right? So this kind of arrangements is there in the dictionary. You understand how the dictionary is arranged. So it says that you have to return the lexicographically smaller username. It means that you have to you have to return those names which comes first in the dictionary, right? That is what is all about lexicographically smaller, right? So this is my first question. Second question is find the movie name with highest average rating in February 2020. So first I have to filter all those movies which is there in the Feb 2020, and then I have to find this, right? I have to apply the average rating, and on top of that I have to find the highest average rating, right? And here also in case of that you return the one which is lexicographically smaller. So these are two questions that we need to solve. We'll solve step by step. We'll first take up this question where I have to find the name of the user which has rated the greatest number of movies. Before starting the solution, right, I would recommend that you first try it by yourself, because in this problem you have a lot of function, right? A lot of learning you will get from this question, right? So in this question a lot of function has been used, so that we'll see in the solution, right? So first I would recommend keep you try by yourself, right? And then let's come back to solution. So if I want to find the name of the user, right, username is there in the user table. So first I have to join these two table, user table and movie rating table, right? So first you join this table. Um, select all from, let's say, this table I want. So copy this name, copy from table. let's give the table name as t1. You I join function. So um, join what? Users column, right? Users, you give them as t2. On what basis? On t1 dot user id. User id equal to t2 dot user id, right? We write user. So you join the two column, right? And what you want? You want t1 entire data, t1 dot t1 dot all, and you need t2 dot name, right? So from T1, I'm saying this table, movie rating table. So from T1, I need all the information. And from T2, I need only the name of the user, right? Run this. If you run this, you will get some table, right? So here, if you see, now you have this table where you have the name of the user, created date, rating, user ID, and movie ID. So now on top of this table, what you have to do is you have to find the how many times the Daniel has rated. Yeah? So in this table, if you see here, this is the first time, then second time, then third time. So three times Daniel has rated. Now if you check the Monica, so Monica has rated first time, then here second time, and then at the end third time. So Monica has also rated the three times. Now out of this, Daniel and Monica, you have to find and you have to output those names which is lexicographically smaller, right? So this is my problem. So first I need to find how many times the Daniel appeared and how many times Monica and other appears, right? So what to do? Very simple. So and before that, that is one of the important things here. Yeah, yeah. So yes. So I thought that this February data I have to take, but then if you see here that I have to do in the second problem. So in the second problem, Feb 2020 data is required. In the first problem, I don't need it. So what you do is you apply the group by function on name column, right? So if you apply the group by function on name column and you write here count because you need the count function, so you write count, right? Now you run it and you check it what the results are coming, and then we'll apply further things, right? So now if you see here in this table, right, now you have Daniel three times, movie Monica three, Maria two, and names one. You have to now find the greatest one, right? Here if you see in the question you have the find the name of the user who has rated greatest number of movies. This you have to find. So you have to find the maximum of this, right? So what you do is you apply the order by function. You apply order by on what? On count function. Count of what? So you apply the order, right? Um, and what you do is you want in descending order. So you want कि जो सबसे ज़्यादा जिसने सबसे ज़्यादा बार मूवी को रेट किया है that should come first, and then the one who has rated a smaller number of times, the least number of times. So if you see here, so you run this function. So it arranges the things. I mean, it arranges the count into descending order, right? So you get this, right? Now what you need to do is now you want what I want is uh, now you have this, right? So if I apply this limit one, because I need only one name, only one rows. So if I limit apply one, so it gives me the result of the first rows, right? But then you s- you, you saw in the table that we had two names with the count three, right? So Daniel and Monica both has like given the three times of rating. I mean, number of times they have rated is three, right? So I have to face this out of these two names. I have to face the one which has lexicographically smaller. So for that, what you do is you apply this min of, or you apply this as name, and that should be in ascending order. So if you apply the name and in ascending order, what you get is you get the one which has lexicographically smaller. And now if you put this limit 1, you will get the result. So now if you do this, you will get the result, right? So now what you are getting is you are getting Daniel. But what I need is I need only name. So you remove all these things and you keep only the name. तो बस नेम चाहिए, तो बाकी चीज़ें को यहाँ से रिमूव कर देंगे. So only I need name. Okay. So now you are getting only name, and in the output, if you see, so Daniel is there, right? So first question we have solved. Let's give this name as, let's say, as result. Let's give the name as result. So first question we have solved, right? Okay. Now come to the next problem. Next problem, I am commenting this out. So now goes to next problem. Next problem is I have to find the movie name with highest average rating in Feb 2020, right? So what you do is here, if you see, movies name is there in the movies call table, and then you have movie rating table, right? So now you have to join these two table first. So you write select t1 dot all from your movie movie rating table. um you have given the name as t1, and you join uh, this table movies, right? Movies, you give the name t2, and on t1 dot, I think it's movie id, right? So movie id, which is common in both the table, so you join on that basis only. So this is right. So if you run this, what you get is, so if you run this, you get what? You get this table. You get this table, right? So here what you have is movie ID, user ID, rating, and created it. Now, if you see here, if you read the question, I only need the data which is of Feb 2020. So first I will filter the table. So I will apply the where clause, uh, where I say month of created on is equal to 2, and year of created on is equal to 2020, right? So what it does is, month what month function does, it fetch the month from this created date. So this is my created date. So here this is my created date. So it fetch the month from this date. So what is the month of this date? January, right? So it fetch 1. And here what it does, it is the year. So in this, what you have 2020, but what you need is you need Feb 2020. So if you run this, you will have all the data which is of Feb 2020. Oops, we made some mistake. That mistake. Unknown column created on. We have written the name wrongly. So do this, copy this here, do this here. Now you run this. So now you'll have all the data which is of Feb 2020, right? So, and now what you have to do is you have to find the average rating, right? Average rating of the movie, right? And now you need the movie name as well. So okay, in this table what I need is I also need the name, so I'll write t2.name because I also need the movie name. Finally I have to display that. Oh sorry, name is not there, so it's is title, right? If you see in the movie column we have title, right? So now you click here, you'll get the movie title and all the movie which is there in the Feb 2020. Okay? So now what you have to do is you have to find the average rating, right? So what you do is you group by on this title. You group by on this title column and you find the. So what you do is you group by on title because now you need, and you find the average rating, average of rating. So if you run this, what you get? So you get this, right? Now look here, Avengers has rating 3, Frozen 2 has rating 3.5, Joker has rating 3.5. Now you have to find the highest one. So what you do is you apply the order by on this average rating wala column. So you apply order by on this average rating. So it's the rating column and you want it is in descending. So now you have this, right? So because you want the highest average rated movie, right? So look here, 3.5 comes at the top, right? And not only that, it says that in case the rating is same, right? In case of tie, return the lexicographically smaller movie name, right? So here if you see, two movie has same rating. One is Frozen 2, another one is Joker. So now you need to apply this. So now what you do is you apply this title and ascend. So now you say, now you saying is you give me the name of all the movies which is lexicographically smaller, right? Okay, so now you have this and you don't need all these things, you need only first row. So limit 1, and if you do this, now you get the first row only, and now you get this, right? But you only need the name of the movie, right? Name of the title. So you remove all these things. Just remove all the column, and now if you run this, you will get the only this, right? Okay, right. So here also you can write as results. So now you have solved both the problems separately, but in the solution, if you find this, in the solution, if you find, I need both the result in a single column, right? If you see here in the output, also you could see in the left side. So see here. So in the output, what you have is you have a results column, and in the results column, you have to display these two name, right? Okay, if you run these two codes separately, it will throw an error, right? Because you can't do this, right? Can't use select, you know, like this, right? So what we have to do is, so let's give the name of this table separately. So with function I'm using to give the name, I'm assigning the name of this table. So you assign this name of this table as anything. Let's say I'm assigning as rating as this. So I have given the name of this table and then comma, and then also you give this name and let's say move, or you give anything. A movie I have given move as this, right? So you have given the name, right? Now you given the name, right? You are saying that this table is my rating table and this table is my mock table, right? MOV table, right? So now what you do is, now if I say all select all from, let's say, rating, so it um, select all from rating. So what it does, it gives the it gives the result of the first table, right? But here it's giving 10L. So and if I say select all from all, it will give me the result of the second one. Look at here. So cross into, right? So now I have to do is, now I have to join these two. So select all from rating and you say union and you say select all from, excuse me, more, right? So now what you have to do is you have to join these two table, right? Select all from rating, select all from more, and you join it via a function called union. If you run this, now if you run this, you still getting the wrong result. Because why? Because it was expected that you name the column as results and now you have given result, right? So you need to change it, right? So where I have given the results is here. Oh, oops, here it is different. So you name this. Now you run this. So now if you run this, you are getting the correct result. You know, your output and expected is matching. So now you submit this, right? So if you submit this, let's see the test cases are passed or not. Oops. There are mistake appearing twice. If I say union all, run it, well, the thing be like that. Oh, oh. So if I run union, I'm getting the wrong result, right? I'm if I'm running union, I'm getting the wrong result. You know why? You know why? Because what union does is, actually what union does is it removes the duplicate rows, right? It removes the duplicate rows. So when I'm applying union, I think in the both the table, this name appears, right? I don't know what is this, Rebecca, whatever. So these two name appear in both the tables. So if I am running union, it removing one of the rows, because you know what new union function does, it removes the duplicate rows, right? If you apply both the table, right? If you're applying on two table, it removes all the duplicate rows. And if you apply the union all function, then irrespective of the duplicate rows, it gives entire rows, right? It gives the entire rows from the both table, right? So now if you now here you see all the test cases gets passed, right? So so this is how this problem does. This problems, you can solve this problem. And here if you observe this, there are a lot of functions that has been used here. You apply group by, you apply order by, and not only that, you apply order by twice in the I mean you apply order by on two columns simultaneously. So like you apply order, you can apply order by on multiple columns. Here you are applying on the two column. You are also using the function limit. You are, I mean, you are using the subquery function, like you're giving the name of the table rating. I mean, you are using the um, with function, and then how it goes with the other column also, like you apply comma and then you give the name of other table, and then what you're doing is you are also here you're also doing union all function, right? So this problem has multiple functions or multiple learning, and that's it about this. That's it about this.